Alright, so I think I totally nailed the mythology behind the comic books of like the Avengers, okay, the Justice League. Um, in particular, Thor and the Hulk, okay? In the context that they interact, at least in the movie, maybe in the comics, I have no idea. Please do not nerd me out based on my nerd facts, okay? All right, so let's check out Thor Ragnar. Yeah, it looks a lot like my last name. Is like the OK and the A and the N, and that's a 18, and that's a 1 and a 7. 18 minus 8 is 10, and that's a J. J-A-N-O-K with an extra R. I guess for the registered. Anyway, so Thor. What is he? He's the god of thunder. Okay. Thunder. All right, I kind of get the big picture here. So, Thor symbolizes the guy trying to make this battery. It's like Zeus or Zeus's son or like, lightning bolts and shit. So like that mythology is the person trying to come up with the energy. He's referred to as the almighty god for some reason because he's conquered electricity via thunderbolts. Thunderbolts, thunderbolts. I'm going to LARP your ass. So the Hulk symbolizes his higher self, but in the flesh. Okay, it symbolizes this battery where his environment comes from. So when the Hulk was created in the Marvel universe, basically what that means is that from a certain point of view, like the reason he gets so angry, he's like a nerd who gets angry and then turns into this raving lunatic. He kind of symbolizes somebody I know, maybe. Anyway, so that's the Hulk, but it's the higher self of Thor. Okay, but not of Thor, because okay, here you go. You are a soul in the flesh. Okay, you have 11 systems, and your soul is the first system. It's actually the 0th. Okay, but let's not get into details here. So, okay, 111. Okay, where am I going with this? Thor is a man. Okay, prophets are just men. I don't know why. Okay, women can carry life, so tra la la. All right, let's call it even. Now, the dude is trying to solve a riddle about energy and master his power, which he has yet to do. All right, he has a female soul. Okay, meaning if this male in the flesh has a female soul, okay, and the female soul might be actually connected to a female, and in this case, in this movie, it's like Kate Blanchett's like evil darkness demon princess. It's like her soul's body is Hulk, and his soul's body, or yeah, oh my god. Her soul's body is the Hulk. The Hulk's soul's body is Thor. Thor's soul, not his flesh. Does that make sense? Her soul is him, and his soul is her soul, and they're linked with a V, which means that to get from here to here, we have to make a W or two V's or make the X for balance because we understand energy in Roman numerals and how a V over here gets X'd in the middle because we've conquered time. It only means that this is also a V. And a 7, 5 is a 12, and it's pretty complete, and there's 2 of them, and it's a 14, and then you get the 2 bubbles, because the plus ones, which is a 16, and that's hex, okay? That's what it's all about. You have a 4x4, 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 with 2 1x9s, creating a plus, okay? So anyways, I checked it out, okay? I just reduced Thor, okay, and I got a 0, 4 1s, and a 3. And Ragnarok. Oh, I can't talk, guy. I can't. I'm illiterate. Charlie Day says that there's 8 ones, 4, 5, 7, 8, 8, which reduces okay to about here. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's 8 ones plus 3 additional ones for 11 ones. 11 ones, guy. Now, what does that symbolize? Okay. maybe the soul and the flesh merging. The soul, the one system, and the 11 systems merging. The flesh for the soul. Or the flesh for the, like, you know, the flesh, it changes. Whatever. I don't want to say it again, it's complicated. Chick's soul is him in the flesh. His soul is a girl, which is his soul, not his flesh. Because of some other crossness, I bet, in this tetrahedron of balance. So anyways, it breaks down to this, and then when you take it out, it's 11 and a 2 left over. And 11 and 2 is just a 2 and a 2. And that's just a 4, which is the complete Saturn matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the dark light created. The great light created for the day is Jupiter at 3, and the great light for the night is Saturn, 4. Okay, so it creates a 4, which is a Saturn matrix. So ragnarok symbolizes a Saturn matrix, which I think is the thing that is the word for the meaning of the end of everything, because this person came to Thor's reality. And that's the bringer of doom. That's the dragon lady. That's a black dragon lady. It looks like, you know, what's her face from the movie, whatever. Okay, so yeah, here we go. So Saturn matrix. So when I think of 4, I think of the 4th character of 1 of 7 of 13 of 110. The 4 is 110 because it's just a 1 and 1 is 0, and the whole thing is circled. It's 4. It's a Saturn matrix. It's 110. 110 is found in the space column, 3rd dimension. Okay, 110 is also found in the 5th dimensional love column. Again, because the fucking page folds. Okay, and the 5 and the 3 are connected. Because a cellular energy device has 3 wheels on the faces and 5 wheels on the vertices. Anyways, so Ragnarok, or whatever the hell it is 3D space, 110. It's the 4. It's not 4D. It's you don't have any clue about time, so just stop talking and thinking. Close the mouth. Now, over here, it reduces to 0, 4 ones and a 3. Again, there's your 4, your Saturn, but it's the 4 bridging with Jupiter, so it's kind of showing more of a balance, I'd say. It's Thor. 4 and a 3 is a 7. You know, like 7's in the middle. And not only the middle, but the middle of half of the next middle. Okay? So I'm thinking like the next one would be a 1. Look at that. 1 of 7 of 13. Wow. Of 110. Oh, wow. 1 of 7 of 13. Wow. And then if I went down 2, let's go down 2 more. And then a 1 and a 1 maybe? 110? I don't know. And you're still right beside 2143. Wow. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, the 4 and 3. Okay, the 4 and the 3 is 7. Okay, the 4 and the 3 is 7. Okay, there's lots. There's a 34. There's a 340. There's a 4 and a 3. Okay. There's a 1 and a 3, which is like a 3 and a 3 plus 1 is a 4. And they're everywhere. So anyways, this seems more balanced because 76 is a 13, and that's like balanced. The left and the right, the north and the south. So anyways, a 1 and a 4 and a 3 are pretty significant to Kevin with Thor. Okay. He just understands how to make a battery in his reality. I'm not like God Thor. Okay, I'm not Zeus. I'm me. I'm pretty, like, this is pretty fun to me because this is retarded, actually. So we've talked about this as 11 and 2. So now we're going to merge and make a new heaven. So we're going to bring down the 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, and then the 11 ones and a 2. So we're going to take the common, and we're going to change the 0. A 0 is a 1, so we're going to change a 1 to a 0 here, and then we're going to take out 4 ones, and then it'll be, 6 left, because we took out 5 here. So anyways, so your heaven's going to be 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then you're going to have a 3 and a 2. 3 and 6 ones followed by a 2. So heaven will be this, or a dot for the 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 lines contained in a snowflake. And the earth is going to be your 3 and all your 1s and your 2. Okay, but if you want to put the bubble around them, you're going to have to subtract 1. So this will be a 2. And then this will be, guess what? 7 ones, guy. 1 of 7. What's that? That's a new 1, but it's also a 3. It's like a 1, 3. It's like a 13. Okay. And then this totally reminds me of 110. You know, it looks like a 10. Anyways, another 0, dot, 110, lots of stuff. So only when combined does it truly symbolize the Earth. Because look, you're an X-Man. You have your heaven, your head is an X, circled X, with your 2 and your 7 ones circled. Okay. It's, anyways, an 11 with a bunch of ones. It's pretty, like, I don't know, pretty powerful, this word. So this word is interesting. This word is definitely Saturn. Okay, this word is Saturn. This one is balanced together. Taken, let's say 2 parts bad, 1 part good. Because 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And you merge them together, you get something pretty balanced. So, in 2143, like, look, 2, and there's ones. And you got 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I forgot. These need... Oh wait, no, a dot shows up here, not here. Ugh. Okay, dot shows up here. So 2, 1, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 things. But there's only 3 things inside or something. So there's your 2143. So there's your 5D Earth consciousness. The Earth, which is 1 of 7 of 13 of 110 of 2143. But it's really 1 of, because it's like all that's circled, so you gotta go 1 more. Because we went from 3D to 5D. So we went up by 2. So you account for the 2 ones. Okay. That's the jump. That's why it's 1 of 7 of 13 of 110 of 2143. Perhaps. Anyways, so like that's what's funny. So Thor and Hulk are kind of like in battle for who's the strongest Avenger. Okay. Bruce Banner. Hulk turns into Bruce Banner, nerd guy, like a physicist guy again. A skinny little nerd physicist that turns into the most angry creature alive. So maybe like these two are me. Maybe. Maybe my female soul is Hulk's. No. How's this work? Dragon Lady's soul is Hulk. Flesh. Hulk's soul is... must be his flesh, because Bruce Banner turns into Hulk. So this is getting complicated. Oh, I get it now. I totally get it. Revision. The creator of the cellular energy device is Bruce Banner. Okay. Get you now. Okay, it has to go full circle. So her soul is a dude, and her soul is going to be this guy. Okay? Who's like Bruce Banner, but when you combine the soul from the Hulk, okay, you create something new. I'm trying to do this with... Come on, I'm trying to reverse engineer this is what's going on here, okay? They all interact in the same plane, but when she shows up, it's the end of everything, because that's the infinite destroyer, okay? We're pretty clear on this? Go watch the movie. Now, this one over here, I think, there's a competition between the 2 positive charges, I'd say. Okay, the 2 male in the flesh. Let's just keep it simple. Thor and the Hulk. Okay? But the Hulk is interesting because he goes from somebody like regular to the Hulk. Like they kind of like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of thing. But if they're connected at the same time, that they would be connected, okay? And that's Zeus. That's what happens. Dragon Lady and Hulk and Bruce Banner create Thor. There, I'm done. There, it looks like a T. Okay, kind of. That's Thor. Okay, Thor is the god of thunder. That's Dragon Lady, that's Hulk, that's Bruce Banner. I'm Bruce Banner, creating this cellular energy device. But like, somehow or another, I'm connected to like the angriest thing alive with its green monster and Dragon Lady. And we are going to create with a team of people, of individuals that I've never met before. We're going to try to create Thor. Okay, energy. I hope that was interesting.